So what's the point of the kingdom? Well, I don't have all the answers for that, but I got one thing to talk about. There's benefits to this thing. So imagine this: you go to a job fair, and you have all these companies set something up. They got the tables, the booth, they got everything just kind of, standing out, looks exciting, looks like, man, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in that, right? So you're walking through, but then there's this one company in the back, this organization. Table's not really glitz or glamorous. It's just a person there, and you have the table and some pamphlets. So out of curiosity, you walk over there, and then you read through the pamphlet, and it talks about the benefits of this company. And it says, oh, this company says they'll pay your mortgage or rent. They'll take care of child care. They'll take care of a car note. They'll pay utilities. Interested yet? Right? You probably are. Not even knowing what the job description is or what you'll be doing, but all these things are paid for. Not to mention a nice salary. Would you apply? I know I would. But what's the job description? What's the name of the company? Without even knowing that, I think most of us became interested by just hearing the benefits. And sadly enough, many times and for a while, no one has talked about the benefits of being a follower of Jesus Christ. The benefits of even talking about this whole good news. What's the good news? The good news of the kingdom of God. That message that hasn't been talked about a lot. Over the past several decades, there have been quite a few people that have a good understanding of it. And man, that's where I have collected a lot of information from Dr. Miles Monroe and different people online, and even now where I go at this church in Atlanta called Excel. Man, there's some great information out there about the kingdom. But what's the benefits? Well, if God is our source, our Father, He said He promises to take care of you. But we got to do it His way. And I don't know about y'all. I tried doing my way for a long time. And LeVar Green can mess some things up quick. But it hasn't worked out the way I wanted it to be. So I started trying this whole kingdom piece. Started trying to figure out this whole aspects of the principles that He has in the Bible and just do what He says to do. And man, things started working out. Started being consistent with it. Things started working out. I look in this book of John chapter 5, where you got this guy that's been at this place, healing at a pool called, I think, Siloam, right? And people would get there, and this guy was laying there for years, and he had this condition for a long time. And then this person of Jesus walks up and says, hey, do you want to get well? Do you want to get well? To a paralyzed guy, right? You think that's a basic question, something that we all should know the answer to? Well, listen to his response. Sir, the invalid replied, I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else gets down ahead of me. And apparently this whole thing was like first one in gets his blessing. So then Jesus said to him, get up, pick up your mat and walk. At once the man was cured. At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. Now what pissed people off, the religious folk, the folk who were more concerned with traditions versus real freedom in God and experience with God, they got pissed. So the day that took place was on the Sabbath, the day of rest, where no one's supposed to be doing any work, right? And the Jewish leader said to the man who was healed, it's the Sabbath. The law forbids you to carry your mat. Not realizing this guy was just freed from years of being paralyzed and invalid and laying on the ground and not being able to do anything. They call him out for him being free, being put back in service on earth. And that's what the kingdom is about. It's giving us this power and authority on earth to put us back in service, to almost get us off of this welfare mindset. You know what I mean? To get us back into where now we don't necessarily need the assistance from government entities as we think of today, to empower us to now do things that God has called us to do. This is an app that we use for designing called Canva. It says, bring your design to life. Your design should come alive. I love this little mouse I took from my son. He said he don't need it no more, but see all the lights and everything? It doesn't light up unless it's plugged into the source. And we don't work properly unless we're plugged into the source. And the source is God. the way that Christ taught, this whole kingdom piece. So plug in, bring your design to life, execute, live on purpose, live filled, live right. Activate you.